a last-minute dash across the border before South Australia drastically limits ties to its eastern neighbour.
You were not prepared for something like this, really, ever.
After losing his job in Melbourne, Eddie Horley and his fiancée decided to come home to SA.
400 k's up the road, I've got a house there with everything in it, ready to quarantine. The cars are full, ready to get to the house.
But they've been stuck here for 3 days after their application was rejected.
If we don't get let in, we're going to be on the street.
From midnight, only the most essential of travellers will be allowed across. In a timely reminder of the threat, a Victorian woman in her 20s who crossed the border on Saturday has tested positive to COVID-19. She was granted permission to move to South Australia with her family to start a new job and had been self-isolating.
Our system has worked, and the mandatory testing that is required for anybody coming from Victoria did pick up the fact that this woman is indeed COVID positive.
We know and appreciate this is very difficult for families who are going to become dislocated, but our primary responsibility is on the health, safety and welfare of our citizens.
But that's not the case for Jennifer Jones, who will no longer be able to travel from Mount Gambier to Warrnambool for chemotherapy. Ms Jones applied for an essential traveller exemption on Friday when the changes were announced, but it still hasn't been approved.
So I can't go to my treatment now tomorrow because I wouldn't be able to get back on the status that I've actually got now. I think sometimes the people in the city don't actually realise how hard it is for people like us on the border. And it's not something that we do just for the fun of it. It's something that's necessary.
We do not want that border in place any minute longer than we need it.
From tomorrow, weddings and funerals will also be capped at 100 guests, and other private gatherings reduced to 50 people. And nightclubs without a COVID-safe plan won't be getting theirs approved.
This is giving some certainty, I suppose, to these venue operators in terms of the status of their COVID management plans rather than leaving them hanging.
But just when all these restrictions might ease or tighten to a large extent depends on what happens here on the front line. Brittany Evans, ABC News, Bordertown.